What's up guys, welcome back to a new YouTube video. Today I'll be showing you guys how to adjust a pair of shorts. So basically that pattern that I showed you guys how to assemble in like 2 videos ago, watch that video. But take that same pattern and make a small pair of shorts out of that same pattern. So if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. And if you want to stay up to date with everything I'm doing, pretty much follow me on Instagram because I post more over there than anything. So follow me on Instagram. That'll be down in the description. And if you want to check out any of my fall collection shirts or anything or pre-made items, hit the link in the description for my website. But I think that's all. I will say I will be dropping the full step-by-step video on how to assemble a pair of shorts from start to finish. I just need the right day. It's been very busy. I'm preparing for fall and stuff like that. But yes, here we go. So guys, once you get to this step, I know this is confusing, but I will show you guys the full video on how to do this. So once you get to this step, you cut everything out, you sew the crotch area up, and you are at this point now. Come back to this video. So right here you want to basically indicate which side is your front side and which side is your back side of the short. So here I always mark when I cutting out my pattern, I put 2 little dots on the front side. So this makes it very simple. So you want to measure that waist area for the back side. So that will be always with my pattern 22.5 inches. So I need to figure out how much fabric I need to take off to get a size 30 waist. So that will be, I will need to make this back area 15 inches. So I will have to take off a couple of inches on both sides. You want to make sure each side is equal. So on the sewing machine here, I have all custom, measurements. Even the blue tape represents a custom measurement. The blue tape with a black line represents a custom measurement. So you will just have to do trial and error depending on your machine. So how I did it is I took my measuring tape and measured how many inches or how far it would be to get to the measurement that I need to take off on each side pretty much. So for this one, I will need to take off 3 inches off both sides. So I marked that down on the shorts, and then you can save that by putting blue tape on your sewing machine. So once you mark out each side of 3 inches, you want to go back and you want to measure your shorts before you start sewing anything. So you want to take from those black marks, you want to measure along both of those marks. I should get around 15 to 16 inches. I always go for an inch more so I have some time, like some wiggle room to, they can fit it better. So 16.5 inches or 16 inches is fine. So right now, line up each side of the short, like from the waist all the way down to the leg. You want to make sure that that fabric on this area on both sides is as flat as possible. Now you want to do one at a time. You want to do this on this side and then pin it and then go to the other side and do the exact same thing. So once you get it as flat as you could and as even as you can, take your pins and pin along that little black mark, that 3-inch marker that you made earlier. Go straight down. Now this part will be a little difficult, just trying to keep them all straight due to the fact that you don't have a straight line indicator going all the way down, but just try to keep it along the same. Like once you pin that first needle down, just make sure you try to line them all up with that one. But once you do that, you want to take it to your sewing machine, my bad. And for me, it will be this white part in between those two in between those 2 blue pieces of tape. So that will be the perfect indicator, or those are my markers for my for me to get a size 29 to 30 waist every time. So it will be easier for you to just mark it down permanently if you're going to do multiple pairs of shorts, if that makes sense. So yeah, so you want to start off by sewing it with a straight stitch and then doing a back stitch. Make sure you do a back stitch every time so you can lock in that stitch, and then just sew along the line or sew as you're going, and then remove each pin as you go. You don't want to sew over those, you will break a needle. But yeah, do that for both sides and you'll be you'll be done with that part for the most part. You'll be done with this part. So guys, once you have, this is the last step. Once you have sewn both sides together, you will then lay it on a cutting mat and cut off all the excess fabric on both sides. Now I use a rotary cutter, which makes everything easy, but cut as closest to the edge as you can without cutting into the stitches, or yeah, cutting into the stitches. So yeah, cut all that excess fabric off. You probably won't need it. Well, you could. And then go back and measure your waistband area. So for me, I should get 16 and a half. So yeah, if you follow these steps, you'll get the exact same measurements that you want. So yeah, thank you guys again for watching. So guys, this is how they look on. This is not me, of course. But yeah, if you want to order some, just hit the link in my description. This is how they came out. A size 29 waist. 29 to 30 waist, and a 5-inch seam short. So yeah, if you have any questions, again, leave them in the comments below. If you want to see how to do the waistband, that's my last video to show you how to do the waistband. So follow the same steps of that video and you'll be able to get the same waistband. All my waistbands are pretty much the same. Not pretty much, are the same. So yeah, but until next time guys, peace.